Every day of my life. Yeah. My life. Sound good. I stay high flying through smoke clouds. Smoke clouds. I knew my work, that's why I spoke loud. Spoke loud. I'm in the ocean, don't rock my boat now. Boat now. So much emotion, come get a quote now. A quote now. I stay high flying through smoke clouds. Smoke clouds. I knew my work, that's why I spoke loud. I spoke loud. I'm in the ocean, don't rock my boat now. I'm boat now. So much emotion, come get a quote now. A quote now.
Yeah, I be smoking Vannas, drinking Dom P, thinking beyond deeper than Gandhi. While I'm on the yacht, counting G's, smoking trees. I'm about to be a billionaire, dipped in frizz gear, flicking $100 bills in the air. Bogard and Triangle, they getting money too. It's what we do. Provide for our families like the Kennedys and the Carters do. Like Sean and B, rhyme with D. Greatest of the all time, like Mike Tyson, Jordan, Jackson in they prime. Y'all haters still can't take our shine, shine, shine. Like every day of my life, I stay high, floating through them smoke clouds, 3K.
I stay high flying through smoke clouds. Smoke clouds. I knew my work, that's why I spoke loud. Spoke loud. I'm in the ocean, don't rock my boat now. I'm boat now. So much emotion, come get a quote now. A quote now. I stay high flying through smoke clouds. Smoke clouds. I knew my work, that's why I spoke loud. I spoke loud. I'm in the ocean, don't rock my boat now. I'm boat now. So much emotion, come get a quote now. A quote now. Slow and low like the chorus, smoke a forest like a wildfire. Sip on liquors in between, feeling like the golden child. Going up on some golden suds, rolling up on some potent bud. It's a daily situation where we come from. If you really know what's up, then you would get some. But no knots do not beat the same drum. I prefer cognac, but I will take rum. I prefer IPA, but I will go bud. Anything goes in the San Jose slums. San Jose slums, this shit is better than hot. Man, this shit is well done, done. 808 kick drums make the girlies get done. This is the new drink, it's smoke and smoke anthem.
They call Bogard Scott free when they want smoke. I ain't talking about beef, I'm talking about that dope. Shipping out peas, flying elbows. No wrestling, but we off the top rope. Work fresh off the boat, packs on the plane. Then we back on the road, going state to state. Money, pussy, good weed, all I need in life. Call it blasphemous, I get stoned like Jesus Christ. Ask the Lord, he'll vouch that we bout scratch. Who hear the noise, me and my boys pushing loud packs. Getting high till my day ends. Cheaper 8% a day, Carpe diem.
Every day of my life, I get high, I get high. Every day of my life, I get high.
It's beautiful. Scott, Prime. First off, I'm always in pocket. I'm more cocky than arrogant when I rock it. I'm like a funky experiment they concocted. But now I'm kamikaze in the cockpit. Pause. Fuck the game on my cock stiff. Fuck your side and your main for pillow talking. What part of the game is this? Is no code. I can't believe that it came to this. No holds barred, Bogard Scott free. I brought the block. No carbon copy, the one and only we rock. I heard the view is sick, but it's lonely at the top. Push work, steady working against the hands on the clock. I keep my head tilt, in case anybody watching. I ain't trying to get pilt. In case anybody talking, anybody guts spilt. Best believe I'm plotting, best believe blood spilt. Get body, get killed. I'm always on some fuck how you felt. Cause when you push soft, can't be soft like felt. Shining dipped in water like Phelps. Meanwhile they still crying over spilt milk. Such a shame though. One of the many reasons why me and you ain't the same, no. Go get her, I'm leaving with what I came for. No lactose, milk and shit, we're the sand hoe. Louie.
Yeah, you know, what up though? You got Herb Gotti, the block, Herb whatever you wanna call me. What's up, Bogard? Here we go. To be the shit on the MIC, it takes more than a dope beat. But goddamn, my man, you fucking did it again. Prime 1 fam, banging from here to
Eureka.
We make plays every day, yeah. 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 We make plays every day, yeah.
For life. Shout out to all the Jamaicans. Welcome to the Real Fantasy Playmakers, goddammit. Give me money. Woo!
Oh man, nice clean bong, smoking that pink runs. Yeah.
Cookies, give me money.
What's everyone smoking on in the chat? We got Sir Bongs a lot up in the chat, keeping it lit as usual.
I will be the first to tell you, sir. In Australia, it is your birthday. Happy birthday, Hus.
Yeah.
How was the Jamaicans? Hold on. Hold on. We're gonna get some delayed Jamaicans. Delayed Jamaicans.
Yeah.
Yeah, big. That shit goes crazy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, who else we got in the chat?
Let's see who else up in here. Minnesota Marty in the house.
What up?
Antonio in the house is tight with his new job. Now he's able to rock for the Playmakers.
Right? I made the phone call. Yeah,
And Antonio said, great, I get to relive how bad my job was. And Crispy said, whatever. The reverse jinx. We already know. It starts early. What up, Bakes a Lot? And Trip said, where is he? I was cleaning the bong, man. It was, bong was like hella dirty. So sorry.
Miss, relax. You didn't even let me.
I forgot about this one. My bad.
These balls. Oh my God, those balls are as smooth as eggs.
Yes, oh man! Every time I play this scenario out of my head, that's where it ends. That's the way it ends.
100%.
Hell yeah! And Albert in the house. What up?
What up, Albert?
And Antonio said he was gonna come through on time, but then he got high.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, I had a real but I got high moment on the stream yesterday. I don't know if you were paying attention when we did our fast draft. I totally fucked up, man, because like someone took Mostert and I'm like super high and I'm like, okay, this is the time to take Jeff Wilson. It's like the 7th or 8th round or something. Let's get him. And then my pick comes up and fucking I picked Fred Warner because he just seems so juicy.
It happens to me all the time, and I go, oh shit, I was supposed to get a running back.
And then and then 2 picks later, Jeff Wilson went, and I was like, "Oh fuck! I knew I was supposed to do that." I said it in my head like 6 picks ago.
I had a moment there. Well, we'll get to when we get to my lineup. I had a moment where I was like, "Ah, I should have took him. I should have took this other dude." And then I knew that dude wasn't going to come back.
And Crispy said, "Too much shrooms on that Chuck E. Cheese."
You know what I mean? That's the only way to go.
What up, Hess?
The cannabis guardian angel.
Hess says he gives himself a C-. And Antonio said, I got the big D right here.
We'll be the judge of that. Pause.
Devo said, yeah, mine sucks. He said, number 1 is tough.
I mean, the third round, I mean, you can't miss on your first couple. That's for sure.
Yeah, you got to hit on the first 2 at least. That's when I made a critical error and started my draft with the app. It kept needing to be refreshed, and the clock wasn't showing.
Saying 0. At the first 2 times they did it to me, it would be like Hustler, and I'm like, damn, he really froze the draft. And then I'm like, oh shit, I'm on the clock. 10 seconds.
Yeah, I almost auto picked one of mine in where where I was trying to press, wasn't doing it, and then I refreshed finally, and it's like 5 seconds. I'm like, oh shit.
And I kept trying to remember what Hess told me about like where you could like press the thing and then press reconnect.
It's so much easier on the browser because you could just refresh your web browser, just like you normally refresh any browser, or you could just do the little pull down. If you just literally pulled it down, it would refresh. So like at Chuck E. Cheese, I had my shit out. I literally just kept refreshing it, waiting to see as it got. I refreshed it like probably like 500 times that fucking draft. Like the app is whack as fuck.
And like it probably would help if I would just like queue players up, but like I suffer from a severe case of the queue curse.
Yeah,
whoever I put in that motherfucker gets drafted. So I just kind of wait until I'm on and I go, okay, here's what we're doing here. You know what I mean?
And see, I guess what it is too. I mean, at least for me, when you queue someone up, it's not like you're going down and queuing up people who are like, like you got to scroll down like 10 pages to get to them or nothing. It's usually guys who are at the top. So,
well, except for J.K. Dobbins, god damn it, I was gonna take J.K. where you did, and like I was like, he's so down there on the fucking thing. You know what I mean? I was like, I can swing back around and get him. I swear I can. Then the very next pick, I was son of a bitch. I should have just took him there, just a solid body to throw in the running back spot.
Yeah, super, super fucking important. And Trip said, happy birthday. Appreciate you, homie. Appreciate you. I said panic and ended up picking T-Law with my first pick. And which he said that's got to go down.
T-Law. I ain't going to front.
We'll see. Look,
T-Law there.
And even Hess, he said that goes down as a stone blunder. And see, it's not, though, because, like, who's to say that the Jags don't win? I mean, even Vegas has that game as a pick.
I have the Jags winning. I have them covering that, actually. Is it still at 3 points?
Fuck me, it was at 1 point.
They're covering that thing, bro. It went from 3 to 1.
So I'm saying it's like a pick 'em right now. Like it really
I'm trying to say.
But yeah, that's not a stoned blunder because like T-Law is still a beast.
It could have been destiny.
He killed the Chargers last time. So I mean, this is we have no idea what's going to happen in that game. That game
the Chargers with ease too. And what's crazy is there was an Evan Ingram drop in the end zone. It was like right on him, and that would have been another tug. Like that was like after his other tugs. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Niners
so it's like I think
smoke it up.
Yeah, he was just running that thing up, bro.
Yeah, Jay Easy, let's blaze it up, homie. Let's blaze it up. And Hess says, I feel slightly better. I mean, with the QBs, we already said it. Like, once you get out of Allen, Burrow, Mahomes, and Hurts, it's all a crapshoot after that.
Everybody hurts. I'd say T-Law is the guy I would want after those guys.
Yeah. And see,
I'd like, okay, maybe I'll make an argument for Brady because I was happy to get Brady where I did. You know what I mean? I was okay,
we're doing this. With those, what's the constant thing with those first 4 QBs that I mentioned? Allen, Mahomes, Hurts, and Burrow. Besides being like the most talented,
they're
pretty much all guaranteed to be playing in week 2. I mean, unless the fucking Ravens with a backup.
QB, yeah. We'll go with that. Yes.
QB, like
I was trying to think. I was like, what are they all Virgos? I was like, no, man. I was like, Joe Burrow's a Sag. I was like, I know Mahomes is a Virgo. My bad. I'm Shroomis. I thought you were actually asking me something. No, my mind might wander a lot of places because I'm not drinking, so I can't like stabilize myself. If that makes pretty much sense.
I mean, that's why those guys are going to be like pretty much damn near the unanimous, like top 5. And then maybe you make CMC, in there also. But all those guys like seem to have the easiest. Well, I mean, Hurts and Mahomes, they're already in the round 2, no matter what. But yeah, no Tua, potentially no Lamar. They haven't said it officially, but we've been saying it all week. He's probably not going to play.
I'd say not.
Let's see who else smoking. And Hess said I'm blazing on some Tenzin Kush number 4. Let's get it.
You know what's dope? It's because I guarantee y'all he has 1 through 4. He was like, let's go with 4 tonight.
Yeah, we're switching it up.
He might got the whole volume. What they used to call that back in the day? The whole encyclopedia.
Yeah.
Hey, Hess has the encyclopedia of weed seeds, bro. He can take us through time.
Hess is like the Encyclopedia Britannica of weed, just him himself.
Yes.
And Jay Easy said the grape cream cake out here. There we go. In Reno. All right. Yeah, I'm in Vegas. I mean, it's crazy. I didn't realize how far Vegas was away.
Oh, yeah.
Like I always just
north.
Nevada's like hella small. You know,
I'll go to Reno in like 4 hours, bro.
Well, yeah. I mean, isn't Reno closer to you than Las Vegas?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like in 4 hours, I'm in Tahoe. In 4.5 hours, I'm in Reno. Like,
and if you drove to Vegas, how long would that take? Give or take
7 hours.
Okay, so it's like
Probably,
almost double.
You know what I mean? Yeah, for smashing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Vegas is like 560 something miles away, something like that.
Okay.
It's pretty far. 700 miles, maybe. I don't know. I forget the exact distance. I just remember that because back in the days, you used to like print the papers out.
Uh-huh.
Like,
Yeah.
all right, 99.
Map
You
quest.
ride the 99 for X amount of miles. Then we get on the 15, and you know what I mean? Like,
Because like, man, I remember like back in the day, did you ever like reset the thing? So you'd be like, okay, we got 100 miles from here. Let's
Yep.
reset
so
the
you
shit.
know when to look out for the signs, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's like,
How did
And
we
that's
ever
back-
get anywhere with GPS on our phone telling us where to go?
and see, back in the days too, it's like if you had the GPS in the car or the GPS on the thing, the little
Never.
little
Never. We were
Magellans.
never balling like that.
Remember the Magellans?
Yeah.
See, people that used to have the Magellans and they put it on their dashboards, like, yo, somebody's about to break in your shit and take that shit. That's people just like that
Savage.
back in the days.
And Mike Joseph, he said, I snoozed the first 6 rounds in the number 1. I had the slow and fast league switched. Oh, man.
Oh, he had them queued up.
Dang it. I was so damn high and I passed out. Got no offense and all defense. I mean, I do remember, at least for what it's worth, the defensive guys that you got might be able to carry you in, with the offensive
Well,
guys you
I'll
got.
say this. When it comes to fantasy row, it also starts in the draft, the fantasy wide range of emotions. That's fantasy row, for those that don't know. And you got to shake it off. Because I remember in 2019, saying it was a live draft and it was early morning, you know what I'm saying? It's like 10. So I get there like 9:30, we're already drinking, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, but it's a 14 teamer and it's Steamboat's league and I'm like number 11. So I take Chubb and I swing around and hella happy I get Damian Williams. You know what I'm saying? And boom, put it on the board. Everyone's laughing. Because that just like maybe like 10 minutes before that, they just picked up Shady McCoy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and I just, it just tilted me so bad. Fucked my whole draft up. Fucked my year. I lost right there.
See, like you got to be like Eli Manning. Like you got to be able to throw that pick and just act like it never happened. And just get back out there.
See, I have a theory. Eli Manning, he's not that smart. Until maybe my theory isn't true because he's pretty smart when you watch him on that Manning Castle. You know what I'm saying? But goddamn, it's like I don't even think he knows what's going on. He throws the pick. He's like, what happened?
I know you've heard that saying, "Ignorance is bliss." I mean, it looked pretty motherfucking blissful. Like,
I thought that's why they drafted Danny Dumbass because he kind of had that dumbass look like Manning, like.
Like, hey,
this guy.
You guys were cut from the same cloth.
They say you got to have amnesia, right?
Yeah.
In the next play, you got to have amnesia.
Yeah.
They just really don't remember.
It's so funny because I remember still one of the funniest things of this day. Like, I don't talk to the dude anymore. It kind of turned into a little bitch, but it's still funny to bring it up when we used to do the live drafts, back when the San Diego Green Bowl actually had live drafts and everybody was there for all the drafts and all that shit. So funny, man.
When it meant something.
We've always been doing IDP, and I think it was like the 2nd or 3rd year that this dude was in it. And it's the year that Kiko Alonso tears his ACL like hella early, like in the preseason.
Yep.
Yeah, and like he goes up to the board
right when he got to the Bills.
Yep, and he was not because he
was with the Eagles still.
No, he started with the Bills. He was a rookie with.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
It might have been
the Eagles. Yeah,
it might have been his 2nd year with the Bills. I can't remember, 2nd or 3rd year. But he just beasted, and he remembered me talking about him so much. I was like, "This guy's a beast. Nobody knew about this motherfucker except me. I got to swoop him, before the season even started. Got him as a free agent, like right before, and like so."
The Oregon Duck. I remember him.
And then he goes and he fucking he was like, watch this, and like make sure to nudge me before he goes up there. I'm smoking a bowl and shit.
Ready for this one?
He goes up there and I see it, and I'm like, oh man, he didn't see me do that because like we had to walk a little ways to go put it up there. And he comes back and he's all grinning.
He strutted the whole way too, huh? Yeah, a whole mile, a whole fucking quarter mile to get to the board. He's just strutting.
It had to have felt like the Royal Rumble, you know, like they got the extra long entrance, you know, going in. And he was, strutting all the way back, like hella fucking hyped. He's like, what do you think of that pick, bro?
Backwards strutting.
He was like, what do you think of that pick, bro? What do you think of that pick, bro? And I just went like this. And then it was one of the other guys. He's like, you know, Kiko Alonso tore his ACL like last week, right? And he's like, oh, man, come on. Like, you got to let me redo that pick.
Can't do it, man. You know, in my rules, right, it'd be like, okay, you can do it, bro, but you got to chop off one of your fingers. You know what I mean?
Maybe we should let people have, you know, I just thought of it right now. Instead of like chopping off the fingers would be nice. But what if you had to like, all right, you could do a mulligan, but you got to give up your 5th round pick or like something. He's got to go back to free agents or something crazy. How bad do you think this pick is going to fuck you up?
So in the 5th round, where you just pick an ass, do you just pick like a kicker or something?
Oh, on purpose, right?
There you go. The tables have turned.
Gotcha, motherfucker.
Diabolical. No, well, actually, you know what I'm saying? Maybe the chop, it depends on, like, say you chop like the tip of your finger off, they might like mistaking you for like a Japanese mafia mob boss, bruh. Because I guess all the mob bosses, that's part of it. The Yakuza, am I saying that right?
Okay, yeah.
You chop the tip of the pinky off.
Oh man, that's how
you do it yourself too, I think.
Oh,
yeah, it's for the mob.
Yeah, that's fucking gangster.
They probably do with a katana blade. You know what I mean? I don't know if this is accurate, but
it's so they can't get all 5 of your fingerprints, something like that.
I don't know. I think it's like you know what I mean? It's just some psychopath shit, bro. Like, listen, bro, you're in the gang now. You know what I mean? It's official.
All right, here we go. We've been letting people wait enough. Marty said, let's see the draft board.
What?
Bada bing, bada boom.
Bada boom.
Man.
Forget about it.
I don't know like how I ended up with like an all Minnesota team somehow. But it like got to a point where I think it just became a running joke for me. Like, man, we're just gonna keep taking these Vikings.
I got you on one of them. I was like, fuck, they ain't getting all the Vikings, bro.
I almost picked Dalvin Cook, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna go Lenny just in case. Like, I don't want my entire team to die. If and Dalvin's been like,
if he dies, he dies.
But yeah, so here goes my squad, and you guys can rate this, and then we'll get to some other, and then we'll do bogeys, and then whoever's in the chat, we'll just go down the list. Appreciate you, Antonio. Appreciate everyone else who's throwing out the birthday love. Wise Man Iffy in the house. What up, bro?
Wise Man If. What's happening?
He said, happy birthday. More life. Blaze it on the cherry pie. Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go.
Look at Hess. See, you weren't far off. He said, I have the Tenzin Kush number 2 and number 4. And he said the other phenos didn't make the cut. Only the best of the best.
You see what I'm saying? I tell
Fire
you.
lungs only. Let's go.
He's a motherfucking, he's the cannabis guardian angel, man. And thank you again, Hess, for some of the greatest memories. You know what I'm saying? I did Vegas in a different way, because Vegas was always like some straight debauchery in my day. Got to go like party like a boss. It was awesome.
All right, here goes my squad, and you guys can rate it in the chat. But I started off with Jefferson and Cousins.
What?
I took Jefferson over Herbert.
And you're from the what ball? You're from the 8 ball?
From the 8, yep.
Right,
okay. Right in front of Bogey. And I took JJ, Cousins, Lenny, Zeke, Danny Pesos, and just to hedge my bets, just in case. I felt like there's a couple people like really, really waiting to try to swoop on the late QB.
Yeah. So if you're watching this, ours is super flex. This one right here is a single QB. You know what I mean? So just so you don't get confused, because I know If's never played the other playoff league. So I'm just, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Don't fuck it up, Iffy. Don't fuck it up, bro.
No, he got that. He knows what time it is. He's good.
So I went Pesos in the 5th, Kendricks in the 6th, J.K. Dobbins in the 7th, right where Bogey said that he should have drafted him. But you got Cody Barton. I was kind of pissed, though, because you got Logan Wilson and Cody Barton.
Who did you get right there?
Eric Kendricks.
Yeah, and then see, okay, when you got Kendricks, I was hot right there because I wanted to double back with a linebacker. And then, like, so I'm there, and I'm, like, thinking, where's Barton? I'm like, Hugh Fanga right there, bro. And then even my girl's like, yeah, fucking get Hugh Fanga. I'm like, you know what? Oh, this guy's going to get hella tackles, you know what I mean? Like, it's Cody Barton. The Niners are going to run right up their ass, man.
Hell yeah.
So I'm like, Cody Barton. And I was like, yeah, you know what? Hugh Fanga will come back. What was that, round 4?
No, round 7.
Round 7. Damn. Okay, he wouldn't come back.
So then it was J.K. Dobbins in the 7th, Gerald Everett in the 8th, and I believe that's all my offensive starters for week 1. And then I got Donovan Wilson, Antoine Winfield, Josh Allen, Jacksonville Josh Allen, Justin Reed, Charvarius Ward, and then Trey Hendrickson, Kyle Juszczyk, and you were gonna go.
I was mad when you took the black Josh Allen. I was mad there because I was like, fuck, because I was, you know what I mean? Like, I just forgot about him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So right when you grab him, I was like, oh, that's who I should have got after Logan Wilson. Because I would have loved that because I feel like he'll progress, you know what I mean? Over a Barton, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then you took Juszczyk. I was like, damn it, because that's a useful body for real. Like,
they really make it to the Final Four.
Playoff league, you know what I mean? I'm like, I was hot as fuck. I think I already had a running back, but because I went 0.
You took Madison the round before him.
Okay, yeah, that was.
Yeah, the only running backs you got are P. Ryan and Madison right now.
Yeah, don't even trip, man.
I'm saying, I'm not saying it's bad or good.
I'm just saying, man. Hold on, I'm doing my thing.
And reluctantly took Ronald Jones in the 15th round because you just never fucking know. This dumbass got a fucking
I laughed when you took him.
Got a touchdown in week 18, like.
Because they're resting the starters, man.
Not all of them wasn't Pacheco.
Yeah, they played. You're right. They played the starters.
And Rojo scored the first touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you're right. Of the game. That was annoying.
Yeah, super annoying. So hey, we'll see what happens. And then Trey Hendrickson with the last pick. If they advance past a couple, maybe he'll get in my starting lineup.
Yeah. He's healthy right now, or he's playing with that broken wrist.
Yeah, he was like hurt wrist or not, I'm fucking playing.
Fuck yeah, bro. He's swinging the club.
Fucking warrior.
I like that. I like your squad. You're hella IDPs.
Yeah, might be too many.
I mean, at least you're not rushing to the joint. What was your philosophy on like getting players that were on a bye week?
Well, this is the first league where I was just going to say that the only players that I have on a bye week are Ronald Jones and Justin Reed, and that's it. So, like other leagues, I have AJ Brown in a couple. I have, Mahomes, Kelsey. So, like this one, it just worked out to where I didn't get anybody that's on a bye, and that's probably why I got more IDPs because all my guys are playing for offense.
Yeah, so like in case you need to replenish on IDPs, at least you got a gang of starters already.
Yeah,
and we're not like scratching for like some 2s and 3s and whatnot.
Yeah, yep. And so really, let me see. One of the guys is Pesos is a bench guy.
Yeah, but that's also like to hedge your bets because you just want to secure you have a QB in case. I mean, they're playing each other, so like you said, one of them is moving forward for sure. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And this was one of the only ones where I did that, where I took like the same game QBs.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, it's Rojo and it's Justin Reed, and that's literally it that I got that's on bye. And Rojo would have been a bench guy anyways out of all these guys. So we'll see how it works out. Your squad's pretty dope, though. I mean, super top heavy. Minus the running back, but like everything else. I mean, shit, you went Chase at the 1. Brady, then Godwin. Why'd you do that?
Because he has God and win in his name. Clearly.
Doubled back for George Kittle and then Gabe Davis. And then I do like your linebackers. I got pissed every time you kept taking linebackers there because you got Logan Wilson, Cody Barton, Dre Greenlaw. Then you got your first running back, Samaje P. Ryan. I was really pissed about the Jordan Poyer because I was hoping that people kind of forgot about him, and I was getting Winfield, and I was hoping
I kept looking. I was like, did anybody grab Poyer? Because I didn't see him get took, and then he was way down there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. I was like, I'm just gonna pull him off right now especially because I'm dancing in this dance or in this draft next to you and Spencer. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm either sniping one of y'all or one of y'all sniping me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But yeah, so I was super pissed about that. And then
I'm mad about the Barton. No, I would have had you Fanga, bro. I should have done it.
And then Harrison Smith, Juwan Jennings, Alexander Madison, Aziz Al-Shaair, Mike Edwards, and then what the hell's his name? Jalen Watson. I always forget his first name.
Jalen Watson.
No. You got the IDP Jalen Watson.
Oh, I grabbed the wrong Justin. Oh, I was supposed to grab Justin Watson.
Now, I swear Justin Watson went hella early in here, though.
For real? Oh, okay, that's my fault.
Yeah, he went in round 11. That's earlier than I saw him go anywhere. I was like, damn.
Either way, I was gonna grab Hamlin for you know what I'm saying, for locker room morale, you know what I mean? And then but Antonio beat me to it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shout out to my birthday twin.
And Jay Easy said, good swoop on Kittle Bogey. He could have gone, he could go Kelsey on him. I mean, shit. Versus the Seahawks. I mean, come on. He's already gone.
in the fantasy playoffs, he was going Kelsey, not Kelsey. You know what I mean? He was going Kittle. And you know what's dope about Kittle is like, I've seen him do it with I've seen him be a crutch for every QB. You know what I mean? Like, that we've had,
including CJ Beathard and
that's what I'm saying. Like, and you know, or beat hard as I call him, right? But CJ beat hard. You know what I'm saying? They played in college together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? So it was like he immediately leaned on him, and the system calls for it too. Plus, like with our line fully healthy right now, like, you know, Kittle could be out there running a route down there every drop back. You know what I mean?
You know what's crazy is I honestly believe that the Kittle and Beathard like tandem is what put a lot of these owners on notice that, damn, maybe we should look for these college connections, because Kittle turned Beathard into like a competent like starting QB, like just because of him.
I mean, beat hard. So look at this. We draft beat hard, and then it's Hoyer, and then of course Hoyer gets hurt because he only lasts for so long. You know what I'm saying? And then beat hard comes in, and like he's going hard, bro. He's running around too and shit, and like he's getting beat up though. You know what I'm saying? That's why I call him beat hard, bro, because he takes a beating. And then like we were at the game, bro, when he went down, and then Jimmy goes in, bro. That shit was crazy, bro. You know what I mean? It's funny because the line just block, like all of a sudden now the line want to block better. You know what I mean? Because I swear, like that first snap, we're already losing to the Seahawks. You know what I'm saying? But it was in a rainy game too. But this motherfucker, like the first or second play, bro, he threw a touchdown. It might have even been the first pass as a Niner.
Damn.
Yeah. And I was like, oh shit, let's go. Then he had like that 5-game like streak where he was balling. You know what I mean? And then, you know, he was leaning on Kittle too. You know what I mean? So, you know, Jimmy, even the couple games before Jimmy got hurt in 2018, that first game against Minnesota, Jimmy only threw one touchdown. It was against Kittle. I mean, it was against Kittle. It was at Kittle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like just Kittle. Man, going back to his daddy's system, bro. Who was it? Was Shannon Sharp, bro? You know what I mean? Like Mike Shanahan's system. You know what I mean? This is the system. Okay, look at this. Gary Kubiak. He's a product of Mike Shanahan, right? When he went to the Broncos, what's the first thing he did? He brought in Owen fucking Daniels.
Yeah.
Not like Owen Daniels is anything crazy, but it's just a tight end that knows the system. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're about to block a lot, and then every now and then you're gonna catch a touchdown. You know what I'm saying? Because he's not a move tight end, but I'm just saying the importance of the tight end in that system. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, and Kittle is a move tight end. Like that motherfucker's. Yeah, let's go.
Fucking Kittle.
What did he finish? Actually, we didn't get to look at it high. Did he finish 3 or 2?
Let's see. Yeah, I don't even know. We because we stopped going to the running backs and wide receivers. Let's see.
We should double back next week and do the QBs.
Yeah, no, this is gonna be we're gonna do this a couple weeks to knock out some different positions. He finished third behind Hawkinson, just a couple points behind him. Yeah, but he had 11 touchdowns to Hawkinson's 6. But Hawkinson had 86 receptions compared to Kittle having 86 targets and 60 receptions.
Yeah, I mean he missed a gang of time.
Yeah.
Let's go, Jorge.
And
I fucking love you, George.
And he didn't miss a gang of time. He missed 2 games.
Bro, that's like an eternity, bro.
He had 11 touchdowns and he missed 2 games. I mean, that's pretty beastly.
I mean, it all came in like 3. It was like the 2 against Arizona, 2 against Seattle, 2 against Arizona again.
I mean, 7 of his touchdowns came in the last 4 weeks.
There it is. That's what I was trying to recap. That was I'm trying to think where the other one came from.
I mean, 2 against Arizona and then Rams and KC. Oh, you're talking about the other one down the stretch?
Yeah,
what? 1 versus Vegas.
There you go. Fuck them. Fuck you, Raiders. It's always like, well, at least we got that on them, right? Like every year, like if we don't finish as champions, I'm like, well, at least we did better than the Raiders.
And there we go. And now, and Devo, first one to speak here, says, let me go over mine, Huss. So out of the number 1 spot, Devo got Patrick Mahomes, ETN, Christian Kirk, Devin Singletary, L'Jarius Sneed, Tyler Boyd, Willie Gay got another KC. MVS got a bunch of Chiefs.
Let's go. They're going all the way.
Daniil Hunter, Noah Brown, Marvin Jones. What the hell is Tariq, right? Yeah, Tariq Woolen. He had to get a Seattle Seahawk guy on there. I might have gone with a different Seattle a different Seattle DB. Woolen's dope, like in real life, but
yeah, maybe you want to go with like a Ryan Neal. You know what I mean? Like I don't even think Ryan Neal got drafted, huh?
Might not have been.
I don't know. I'm about to drop my Mr. Relevant for Ryan Neal. You better beat me to it. How does it work? Is it open?
No, it's still waivers.
Okay.
And then you went Josh Kelly, Curse, Thibodeau, and Jermichael Hasty.
I think it's his starting lineup, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I mean, I think it's just his starting lineup that I have a gripe with. You know what I mean?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the starting lineup week 1: ETN, Kirk, Singletary, Boyd, Noah Brown, Marvin Jones. So, I mean, week 1, you're definitely going to be from behind. I mean, I'm assuming, no QB. Well, I mean, Chris, he has no QB over here either, but his team's not the best. But
I mean, at least you'll be able to put something into the super flex, right? But you already counted.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know what though? If those players like listen, Marvin Jones, he catch a big one, right? You know what I'm saying? Tyler Boyd, he can go 2 touchdowns for real. Like shit, anything can happen, and then all of a sudden, then he's getting his QB week 2, and it's like he's not looking like he's behind. You know what I mean? You just need, and anything. This is why we love to playoff football. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And you got a lot of Chiefs, could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. If they win, which everyone assumes that they're going to do in their first game, they're guaranteed 2 games, like out of those guys. That's what we want for sure.
Yes, sir.
And Devo said tanking for that waiver already. Oh man.
Okay.
Yeah, you got the last waiver priority though. You got the first pick. I'll give this one a C-. Still solid. Got a lot of Chiefs in this one. It does have a lot of promise. You just need a big week out of some of these, out of those wide receivers, really. All right, let's go Antonio here. And I wonder if it'll let me,
We're going to war. I love going to war with my birthday twin.
Let me see. Okay. It won't let me highlight the whole thing, but he changed the name to Pray for Hamlin. I like it. And it's crazy because I've seen multiple teams draft Hamlin. Antonio got him in the last round. I think there was one dude who drafted him in the 14, Dennis. And he was like, I drafted him just out of respect. I like it.
I love it because Hamlin's the guy, bro. Even you know what I'm saying?
He could come back. I totally fucking forgot to mention this on FNT, but they said that he can rehab with the team. Like right now, he got cleared from the doctors to be able to rehab with the team.
Remember, I told you it's gonna be some shit when he runs out there carrying the flag or something. You know what I mean? With the team, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, he might not be suited up, obviously, but you know what I mean? That's just gonna make the motherfuckers go crazy. People are gonna cry, bro.
Hell yeah.
And then, you know what I'm saying? Jamal Williams is crying right now. He's not even on the team, bro.
Just thinking about it, he's crying.
Hey, these are dog tears.
I told y'all.
These are dog tears. Now, did you see it? Did you see his interview after? Another crying again, bro. I love
That's
it.
just fucking funny.
That shit stick, bro. I don't never want to see him not crying, bro. Every time I see him, he better be crying, tears in his eyes.
Yeah. If not, it's not genuine.
Dog
it
tears.
Genuine. That's funny. I told y'all this ain't us. And I even said it too. I was like, "Oh, they're gonna interview Jamal Williams." I was like, "This motherfucker's gonna cry in the interview."
It sounds like he's barking there, huh?
Kind of, yeah. It's like super high. It's like kind of broken and like.
It kind of sounds like a dog, huh?
I told y'all this ain't us. This ain't us. 3 wins. And then now he's crying. That was tears from the heart, and now it's just like tears from his soul. Like at the end, I told y'all this is us.
Okay, I never thought of this. Okay, look at this. Football is football, right? And like these guys are brothers. You know what I mean? He probably really it really means a lot to him because he loved Green Bay. He didn't want to leave. He said it, but then you know what I mean. He went to the enemy, like to spite them for real. Like he's that type of dude. But anyways, Jamal Williams, he goes. You know what I'm saying? He he goes and fucks it all up for them. Like they got his number. You know how mad at they are at him, man. Like they don't like that fool no more, man. You know what I'm saying? He held him out the playoffs. He's like, man, fuck you, Jamal. Crying and shit. Man, he was always crying up. They start hitting. Yeah, he always was crying, bro. I always thought it was kind of weird.
Kept him out of the
fucking like him when he was crying. Now they're like, fuck this motherfucker.
Because the year before that, I mean, they whooped on him. Like he got held to like nothing and like all that. So like this year to be able to do it in game 17, you know, that was huge. And Antonio said, that's why I got to play this year. I cried. I'm telling you, man, that was the one take that I took from Hard Knocks that I took to heart. I was like, man, Jamal Williams, like the heart and soul of this team. He's a crying motherfucker, and Swift is gonna get hurt. And sure as shit, it happened.
It's like I mean, the writing was on the wall though too. Like the offensive line is nasty, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, way better.
Like it's nasty, and like
ever since they got Penei Sewell, it's like they just kept getting it better and better and better.
And Golf got a gang. He got like a gang of weapons for. I mean, granted, when they got rid of Hawkinson, it's almost like he played better. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because it's like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe he didn't. Maybe for Golf, he didn't really mesh well with just this big old giant dude clogging up the middle of the field and shit.
Golf does. I don't know what it is about him and tight ends, but until week 17 or 16, where he's throwing to these random motherfuckers.
Oh yeah, he threw that dude 3 of them joints, bro. Golf is a bitch, dude. Hey, I was mad when you picked that dude up in a dynasty. I was like, oh, why didn't I think of that? I was like, why didn't I think of that? You got him for $0 bid.
We'll see what happens. I don't know if it's gonna turn into anything.
You know what I mean? It's smart. You know what I mean? It's not like I wouldn't rush to pick up Brock Wright. You know what I mean? Remember that's the other tight end. Because you know there's only one Brock, the Brock.
Yeah, and you know what? These other Brocks, they just better know their damn roles.
These other Brock just better know their damn roles.
And Marty said, am I crazy or why is Melvin Gordon being drafted over CEH? I have no idea because CEH, I mean, he's supposed to be coming back Melvin Gordon still hasn't been activated from their practice squad like ever.
I mean,
I don't know. I can't tell you.
I don't know. I mean, it's. See, that's where I would maybe in hindsight, maybe this person would be like, man, I should have just grabbed like another IDP or something. You know what I mean? Something useful, because there's too many things that need to happen. You know what I mean? Friend, aren't they supposed to activate a CEH off the IR too?
I think so. Yeah, they didn't. I'm pretty sure they're gonna do it before next week. But you know, they say they're gonna do it, but it's nothing's official yet.
One of the rules of thumb, right, is fucking KC running backs in the playoffs go crazy, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Oh, Peacock said, "Happy birthday, man!" He said, "I fell asleep on the couch after the draft. I only auto drafted one pick, so not too bad."
All right, shout out to Peacock. Wednesday's a big day for Peacock. He does a lot on Wednesdays.
Nice. Let's go. Let's do Antonio's team here, and then we'll do Peacock's after.
Yeah,
since Peacock's up and at him now. So we got
Peacock. We shot you the link too. If you know what I mean, jump on if you're free.
Yeah, it's in the chat.
Yep, it's in the the text thread.
And where do we got here? We got Burrow, Mixon, Pollard, Waddle, Parsons, Thielen, Goddard, Hufanga, Isaiah Hodgins. Haji is back.
You got Buddy. Haji Buddy.
Yeah, and Jerome Baker. There we go. Marcus Williams, Jimmy G, Mike Epps, Marlon Humphreys, Sky Moore, and our man DeMar Hamlin.
It's dope because he got Mike Epps and DeMar Hamlin for locker room morale.
Hell yeah!
You know what I'm saying? Mike Epps was telling jokes and shit. You know what I mean?
Just keeping it loose out there. You know, you gotta stay loose.
He's like 27-47.
Oh man.
I can't even remember the numbers, but you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
So
go
ahead.
I was gonna say I like this. I like the Burrow Mixon stack at the top because we assume that they're just gonna whoop on Baltimore, you know, and at least make it to 2 games. Will they make it to 4 or to 3? They definitely can. They got as good a shot as anybody else in the AFC right now.
Shout out to Joe Burrow. He's about to be a farmer. I'm serious.
That shit is pretty dope. And did they give any specifics on that shit?
I don't know. I haven't really went down the rabbit hole about it, but I read some quick little thing about that. Yeah,
hopefully they get like some Wagyu cows, you know, like imported, and you know, like, man, I'd love to live the life of like one of these Wagyu cows. Like that's that's the thing about it is like they get treated like the prince amongst like you get like they get fed special. They're like massaged like every single day, you know, like it's just real nice.
But then they die and get ate by motherfucking bosses like us.
Hey, but they only get eaten by bosses, and they cost $100 a piece. Like just one little piece.
You know what I mean? Like, bitch, you know how much I cost, bitch? You know what you're massaging my leg?
Start massaging my leg.
Hey, listen, man, that's just funny. If only the Wagyu cows could talk.
Because you know they're snobbish.
Where's my beer yogurt?
You know they're snobbish, like for sure. They get treated like princes.
Lift my harness up a little bit. You know my feet's almost touching the ground. I like to feel suspended, bitch. They're hella snobby.
So I think the thing I mean, Jalen Waddle, I guess that's the thing that sucks is like the wide receivers here because we assume Waddle now. I mean, with Skyler, that he's only going to get 1 game in, and then you only got Adam Thielen behind that. And, you know, I mean, at least
I like Waddle to be like a squeeze the juice, as I call him, the squeeze the juices player. You know what I mean? Like how I felt about Cody Barton. Like, okay, I mean, granted,
I would have rather had Debo, who went the next pick.
And see, that was crazy when Debo went late because I was like, what?
But you
round
look
was
at
that,
it,
like
it's because of the second round. There was
Four.
a grip
or
of
3?
running backs that went in the second round, and then in the third round, I mean, and then the second round there was a bunch of QBs and like all wide
You
receivers.
know
that,
what?
like, went there.
If you had to scroll up a little bit more to get to the Debo.
Yeah, he wasn't like at the top or anything because I think they were taking like their season average of points and putting it in like per game or some shit like that.
He missed a gang of time.
Yeah,
in
so
your run, right? Like 3-4 weeks.
yeah, that's why it was a little bit lower on there.
Yeah.
But outside of that, I mean, and I guess like Thielen and Haji, like one of them is going to be leaving in, I mean, their teams playing together. So
where I grabbed Kittle. Where's the leak?
Sink.
Oh, which sink?
Kitchen sink.
Oh no.
I went to grab more soap, whatever.
bullshit.
Why is it dripping?
Which isn't on the pipe?
I don't know. I cleaned the whole thing, and I took videos and took pictures.
Oh, you're saying something?
Like,
Damn it! Now I'm tired of dealing with this fucking property manager. Now we have to tell them the sink links.
Yeah, it's fucking annoying.
I know.
Crispy, Crispy, where the hell you at? You're on the clock in League One, man. Get to work over there, bro.
Hey, Crispy, where are you at? I need advice on the leaking sink. Is it what side is it, on the left or the right?
Well, I mean, either way, it's leaking. It's I don't know, a silver.
What up, bro?
It's by the screw. I don't know. It's leaking in 2 places, so I put a towel and like a little Tupperware thing.
Okay, we can't
So
use it. Go ahead.
I'm giving Antonio a C on that one. I do still like it.
I'm gonna give him a C. I'm gonna give him a B minus actually, because he made me mad with a lot of the stuff that he did.
I like it.
Okay.
All right, let's see. Peacock said every time I put a super flex player in my queue, Bogard would draft him. Oh man.
See the Q curse.
Crispy, go make your draft pick at number 1, dude. I make my rounds. Gonna tell everyone to go make their damn picks. All right, let's see. Yeah, and Kenny said, "What do you think about my team? We're gonna do Peacocks next, and then we'll get in. Then we'll do yours after that." And where's Peacock? He got Jalen Hurts, CD Lamb, Ken Walker, Debo, Mike Williams, Devin White, Derwin James, Evan Ingram, Nuosu, Bogey's homie Aladdin Roberts.
Aladdin Roberts.
Yeah. And he went to go get a somewhat serviceable QB named Skyler. And went Skyler, and then Hines, Otten, Khalil Mack, Daniel Bellinger, and Zyler for the
I was
Dolphins.
mad that he's got Daniel Bellinger right there.
Yeah, it was hella late. You weren't gonna pick him though.
I was.
No, you weren't. Don't fucking
Yeah, I
lie.
was.
Don't fucking lie.
He was on my queue.
I better see you pick him in one of these other leagues now, talking all that shit over there.
I will.
Oh man, fucking Bellinger.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, I laughed hella hard when I saw Peacock drafted because that's when I remembered about it. I was like, shit. Forgot about my boy Bellinger, man. He's about to show you how to be a player in the playoffs, man.
I like this squad. I mean, pretty top heavy. I mean, Skyler, who knows? I mean, it might have almost been better to not have the QB in there with his bad.
I mean, with the score, what are the picks in here?
I think it's only -1. Like this.
Okay, then we're good. He's good because he might throw like 3 picks.
Yeah.
Did he double back and get Tua just in case there's a miraculous Skyler victory, and then Tua gets cleared next week?
That would be insane. I don't even think the NFL would let that happen.
Yeah. Irresponsible.
Yeah. All right, let's see where Kenny's at. He's in the middle, right before me. So Kenny stayed true. He's got Diggs, Purdy, Sanders, Juju, Rashad White, Jordan Hicks, Dalton Schultz, Levante David, Von Bell. what the hell is Johnson's first name?
Johnson.
Teron Johnson.
Johnson.
DeMarcus Lawrence, DeAndre Carter, Sam Hubbard, Trey Diggs, and Brandon Graham.
I like it. I like it because, like, no matter what, we're all going to the end.
Yeah.
We're all going to the end. It's hard. You know what's crazy is, like, most of these teams anyway, outside of maybe the first team, shout out to Bruh. Like, you know what I mean? Because he definitely got like a D minus. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, man, he's gonna have a rough go at it. And I might have reverse jinxed him into greatness, just like I did the Big Tens. Remember that?
Yeah.
I destroyed Big Tens Why was I always next to him in all the drafts?
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyways, he ended up having 2 teams in the top 10 out of like 250.
Yeah, pretty fucking wild, man. Pretty fucking wild.
I did say who won it. I should have looked at the team because it was like I kept saying whoever wins it is probably gonna be one of those teams I gave a D.
It was I Make It Blaine who won.
Oh, that's your boy.
And I could read off his team real quick.
Fuck it.
Let me try to go find it. And I don't even know if he had. I
remember he had a boss team. Now I think about it.
Let's see.
I'll make it Blaine.
Yeah. Patrick Mahomes, Kenyon Drake, Austin Eckler, Brandon Cooks, Terry McLaurin, Travis Kelce, Ramondre Stevenson, Gerald Everett, Jacoby Myers, Kirk Cousins.
They let him get Patrick Mahomes and Austin Eckler. Damn, they let him do that. Just that out the gate.
Yeah, like how did that even fucking happen?
I was just trying to think of that right now. I'm like, damn, Austin Eckler fell all the way to the second like that. It's probably one of those QB runs in the beginning, just you know what I mean? And he had to have been like a top 5 pick at minimum. Like,
yeah, he was top. Yeah, he was top 4. And that's crazy. Yeah, it was the QBs. That's what did it. It went because Mahomes went, Herbert went, Cooper Kupp, Javonte Williams in the first round by big tons. And but then it was like all QB.
He's a Denver Broncos fan too, so he probably really picked that one, or he had it at the top of his queue for sure.
For sure, yeah. And but listen to all these QBs in a row: Kyler, Brady, Lamar Jackson, Russell Wilson, Derek Carr, Dak Prescott, Jalen Hurts, Matt Stafford. That's why Taco was up there. He made it to the very last week. Tom Brady and Jalen Hurts, then Matt Stafford, Aaron Rodgers, and then Ryan Tannehill. And I even let him get Austin Eckler because I took Najee, and the guy after me took Jamar Chase. So it was really all those QBs changed things around where he was able to get Eckler. And then he got Travis Kelce in the 3rd. This is one of those ones. Mark Andrews drafted 1 spot in front of Travis Kelce. Oh, fuck. He has Mike Evans on 4th round, Kirk Cousins 5th round. Stevenson in the 11th, Bobby Wagner in the 13th.
Oh, he did that.
Yep.
He's a killer.
Yeah, he drafted a super solid fucking team, man.
Killer kill, B.
Killer kill, yo. Killer kill, yo. And
he was born from a 3-legged bitch mother.
And Theo said, I like your team, Huss. Let's go Vikings. Yeah, I got a bunch of Vikings somehow. On this one.
You got all the Vikings. Let's get back to it. You got all the Vikings.
49er Chiefs said, damn, I think I went defense too early. No, not really. I mean, there is no.
Let's bust his team out.
No, he's not in this one.
Oh, okay.
I must have been talking about another one. There is no going defense too early unless it's like 1st round because
I mean, as long as you grab the hitter.
Yeah, because there's going to be
that motherfucker could put up like a 40 burger easier than like any of these receivers.
Yeah,
I'm for real. Like a good, like a middle linebacker, like a good, like just a good safety. Like the motherfuckers can get double-digit tackles, solo tackles, then get a bunch of assisted, some quarterback hits, maybe mixing a sack, maybe mixing a pick. You know what I mean? Like it happens all the time. Was it Rashad Jenkins week 15? Was it?
Uh-huh.
It was week 16. Yeah, I think the Jags Cowboys. He had what 2 picks. One was the pick 6 to win the game. He had like 20 solo tackles. He went crazy. He put like 57 in this scoring format. You know what I mean?
Insane.
So it can happen.
Hell yeah.
You just never know.
He said in the number 4, so in the slow draft that we're all in together.
Okay, is that moving along? What am I? I think I'm like pick 2 overall.
Let's see where we're stuck at right now because everything
stuck on me on my left.
It is stuck on you right now. You want to pick?
I don't even. What was my team again? Shit.
So you got Josh Allen, Debo, Etienne, and Devin Singletary. Drew Tranquil just went. Elijah Mitchell, Zay Jones, Lamar Jackson, Waddle, Warner, Bolton, Pacheco, Rashad White, Cook.
I got a gang of running back. I'm not a gang. I got 2. Damn. What line? You know what? I'm just gonna grab Logan Wilson right here. What round is this? 5th?
5. Yeah, 5'11".
Oh shit! Did somebody take Devin White already? Actually, someone took Devin White out.
Nope, he's there.
Ooh, damn! I got some things to think about. Oh, and the clock's froze, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, and I have a swing around here.
So if you put in your pick, I can hit up the dude now before it gets too late.
Yeah, put in Devin White right now.
Okay, and I'll text or message the dude who's got the back-to-back picks right now, and then maybe he gets those done while we're on the stream right now.
He fucked me up every time he goes back-to-back. He gets my guy like, fuck, son of a bitch. Like, what did he do? He's the one that got Kittle, huh?
Yep, in the second round.
Yeah, that shit made me really mad because I was just like, fuck, why didn't I just son of a bitch? I would have doubled up on Niners right there. I would have. Oh, and then he took Gabe Davis too. That shit made me hella mad.
Yeah, ready to take Gabe Davis, 3rd round. 4th round, beginning of the 4th.
Yeah, that was a really good pick. That was right before me.
Hell yeah, right in front of you.
Right, just right in my face. He was like, playoff Davis, what? The Angel, that's where he got his nickname, bro. The Angel Gabriel. I remember Super Draft Pro, I won a bunch of money. Well, not a bunch of money, but I won some money. I had a bunch of Gabe Davis lineups.
And has said I should have went with Brady. I mean, Brady's got just as much of a chance to move on as Lawrence does. Lawrence probably even has a little bit of a
Chargers don't travel well East Coast. I like. Okay, look at this. Look at how poorly coached Staley has that team, bro.
Yeah,
like he just all the way up to the top where he didn't even take his starters out, and Mike Williams gets hurt, and then like. You know, Joey Bosa gets hurt, even though now he's going to play hurt because he's Joey Bosa. And you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's just great. Like, you just got your guys back. You know what I mean? And now, and then, you know, I guess for morale, they're like, Rashawn Slater, he's reactivating him off the IR. He ain't finna play towards ACL early this year. You know what I mean? Like, he'll probably be out there just like warming up with the guys, you know what I mean? Because he's rehabbing and shit.
Antonio, it'll probably be Friday, like morning, afternoon-ish, something like that for the draft order races for Friday and Saturday.
There you go.
I said, Bogey, had I taken Brady as my QB, where would you have gone with that pick?
I would have took Lawrence. I would have took Lawrence. I was saying that earlier. If you know what I mean, if you didn't take Lawrence, he fell to me. You know what I mean? Because that's like just. You know, if I had the choice between the two, I'd probably still take Brady. But if not, you know what I mean, I would have took Lawrence. You know what I mean? Eckler already went. You know what I mean? And then I was just like, you know what? I could still swing around and take a Cousins or you know what I mean? And then Brady was there. You know what I mean? Because I was like, fuck, I'm not gonna pass on Jamar Chase now when there's like still decent QBs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. And it has said Dallas has a tough time against Tampa Bay. They do, but Chargers have a tough time traveling to the East Coast. So, I mean, it's.
How about this too? what do the Chargers do really poorly? You know what I'm saying? Stop the run. And Travis Etienne, you know what I'm saying? They get him going. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And then, maybe I'm a little worried about, if I was to nitpick, I was a little bit worried about their tackle situation over there in Jacksonville. But
yeah,
I'm not, you know what I mean? But you know what I'm saying? What real pass rush do they have? You know what I mean? What real pass rush does the Chargers have? You know what I'm saying?
Dang it. Mark said, oh my God, I'm getting nightmares tonight. I just watched Smile. I hate scary movies like that.
You know what's so crazy is like I stopped watching scary movies and shit a long time ago. Like I'll watch like the throwback ones, or like if everyone was watching it, I'll watch something new. You know what I mean? But like my daughter and them, they're on that shit. She was like, Smile's so good. And I'm like, everyone I talked to said, even Peacock, he was like, so scary.
Yeah, fuck that. Stupid clowns. Is it clowns smiling?
I don't know. I don't like clowns either. I'll punch a clown in his face.
All right, let's see. Who else? Well, Hess is in here. Let's go over Hess's team. T-Law, Saquon, Keenan Allen, Foyo Lacoon, TJ Edwards, Elijah Mitchell, Josh Palmer, CJ Gardner-Johnson, Russell Gage, Xavier McKinney. Hold on. I said Xavier McKinney. Rousseau, Hayden Hurst Helmsley, Julio Jones, Jesse Bates, T.Y. Hilton, and the old Gardner Minshew.
Nice.
I like it.
You know what? That's smart with the Gardner Minshew pick right there.
Anything happens to Hurts.
Yeah. That's smart. I'm going to duly note that for my other joints.
Let's see.
You said you messaged dude? Either way,
yeah.
I'll be on the clock in the morning because that dude's an early bird.
Yeah, and let's see. Let's see if his Facebook profile shows where he is in the country.
Damn. That's so crazy how people be leaving that shit on.
Yeah, he's in Arkansas. So, yeah, if he's already asleep. If he's already asleep over there right now, pretty sure that's Central Time. So if he's already asleep over there right now, yeah. What?
My son's name's Xavier.
Yeah,
his middle name.
Nice. That was the only X-Men name that you could get him.
Well, okay. I wanted to name him.
What did you try? What did you try to lobby for before that was?
Roquan.
Nice.
Raekwon, my bad.
Raekwon, okay.
Yeah, because like he's my favorite.
Hey, Big Tons. He's awoken. What up, bro?
Yes, Big Tons. Big Tons, man. You were missing in action the last couple of days. We needed that you in that spot, but I got it filled. Yeah, I mean for the $100 joint.
I said I never watched scary movies. I always smoked Tell a Tree first and ended up with a comedy. It's the way to go. It's the way to go.
When we were growing up, we would always watch the horror movies and then you watch something to wash it. You know what I mean? So you watch like something funny after.
Yeah.
But sometimes you watch like The Exorcist and you're just fucked up. As a kid, that shit fucked me up. I'll never watch that shit again. You know what I mean? I remember as an adult, one of my boys like, man, it ain't even scary, bro. Watch it again. I'm like, for real? Yeah, she throws some peas soup. I'm like, fuck that. But you know, if people, I mean, I don't know. You don't fuck with the other side, man. You know what I mean?
And Big Tons. Hey man, I drafted as quickly as I could on the slow draft. He said that. He said that gas draft, the fast draft fucked me up though.
I think I did better in the fast draft for real than any of these slow drafts. I got all the time to think.
And Peanut Butter Waver said for defense, I would look at Jesse Bates the third. I mean, I'm kind of off on Jesse Bates. He's been doing better like in the last couple weeks, but he's
just not getting his hands dirty in like with tackles. You know what I mean? He's like, you know, he's dropping into coverage, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm just, and you know, I love Jesse Bates because I was like chasing his last year's shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, yeah, that's kind of weird though, right? I mean, it's really been like Von Bell Von Bell. I mean, and also Von Bell, like he's the captain of the team. Like he just became like one of them guys. And what's his name? Just kind of fell through the cracks. But he made some big plays last 3-4 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, finally, after not doing shit.
For fantasy though, though, not really. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he hadn't been handling. And Crispy said, all right, I made my pick. But what's your question, Bogey?
Oh, no, just because, you know what I'm saying? We had to contact a plumber and shit. We got like a leak in one of our pipes. But like, they didn't repair this shit so many times. And, it's like the metal and plastic fixtures, you know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, those things don't last long.
All fucked up.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's not like the garbage disposal side, because it's like, I just hate other people coming into my house all the time to do some shit. Like, that's why I can't wait till we get this house, bro. You know what I mean? Everything brand new.
Yeah. And I like Bates as a late pick. I mean, he's solid. I mean, if we think the Bengals are really going to make it into the top 4, like you want a bunch of defenders from that squad. So
yeah,
not mad at it.
I think the Bengals in the AFC, like it's like them and the Ravens. I'd say they have the best defenses. That's in the AFC.
Yeah.
Because I think the Buffalo's good, but like they lost so many pieces, and it's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they just haven't. I think they're predicated on playing with a lead. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. They play with leads though.
Yeah, man, I'm so stoned right now.
Who else we
got me.
I know I'm about to light some.
And Mark sounds scared of heights though. He said Mima is so beautiful. What is Mima?
Is that like a mountain? Is that like a summit? Like a mountaintop?
I'm not sure.
I don't know. I'm just guessing. Pure guess.
Yeah. Hess said they better be wearing those booties when they at work at Bogey's crib.
Right? No, hey, real talk. I give them the motherfucking, like, we have shoe covers. You know what I mean? So, like, I just give, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh, do you have shoe covers? And a lot of times they don't. I'm like, but then also, too, I be forgetting, like, not a lot of people, like, take their shoes off when they go in the house. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like normal. Yeah.
And Peanut Butter Waver said I do also like Christian Wilkins as well. He's been solid.
Yep.
He said Miami. Oh yeah, Mark's out in Miami. Hell yeah, yeah. Doing it real big, dude. I like it. I like it.
Send my regards to the Brazilian ones and the Cuban ones.
Yeah, definitely.
They're all out there, especially the Cuban ones.
And Antonio says you're too high. Don't worry, Alex. We'll drive you to the we'll drive to the devil's house together. Drive, monkey, drive.
Oh shit, that shit was funny as fuck though.
That's so fucking hilarious.
The next scene, the monkey is driving the car.
Man.
Was
that the monkey
that would always fart? He was like,
my beef strong. He's like, no, your beef wrong. He was like, he brought over this Zimbabwe weed that turns you into a deer. And like he's like saying hi, but he puts up the antlers. And it's funny because they get into his stash later, the old ladies. And they're like, if I knew that you were going to have friends over, I would have trimmed my antlers.
Man, that's funny.
Fucking hilarious. And then the
fucking getting that role as the grandma.
And then the Frankenstein too.
Some motherfuckers just randomly walk the room.
Man, I remember I just died so much because I'm like hella high. That's just such a funny part already with like the chick doing the push it real good. And
right,
everyone's so fucked up and he's so hyped. She falls and eats shit. I love this woman. And then the fucking Frankenstein just like right across, like so fucking funny.
the timing.
You have to watch that movie a couple times to really appreciate like all the jokes in it. Because
yeah, hell yeah.
A lot of them
were like, especially when it was on the Netflix, it was like, oh, you never seen Grandma's Boy? Bro, throw that shit on. I swear.
It's funny. I remember, and what was cool about Grandma's Boy too, I swear I was watching it on TV, and then someone hit me up and he's like, hey, bro, he's like, you come over? And I'm like, yeah, sure. And then I go over there. He's like, I was watching Grandma's Boy and I like had to smoke some weed. And I was like, I was watching Grandma's Boy right now too.
Right? And I got some weed.
Yeah, it came on TV. Funny how that works. I love it. And Hess said, puffing on some Guardian Angel OG now. Let's get it. Peace out, Mark. We'll see you later, bro. Drive, monkey, drive. I like it, Antonio. Like, hey, whoa, lower your voice, bro. You know you can't talk that loud when the lion's here. Lion. You never heard of a dog? It's like, come on, man. You can get by a dog. Nobody fucks with a lion.
He's a boss dope dealer, bro.
Oh yeah,
and he was just like, he wasn't even a dope dealer, he was just like an extravagant weed dealer.
Yeah.
He had it all.
Yeah, he's like, I don't know if I can have you here. I mean, this is my house as well as my office. You know, I got a business to run here. But the chief could come and hang out.
A place to stay.
Yeah. But the chief, I don't know. I guess the chief wasn't living there.
He was paying the chief, remember?
Oh, for something, right? For what?
To train his monkey.
No, remember they had an Asian dude who was training the monkey.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Remember, because then the monkey,
I thought the chief.
Oh, okay, wait, no. The chief was slanging to Dante because he said, he gets this Zimbabwe weed that turn you into a deer. So he was slanging him the packs of the fucking deer weed.
It all makes sense.
Dude, it totally fucking makes sense. And he's got the plug on the lions. He's got the plug on the Zimbabwe deer weed and the fucking lion. Like the chief is hella connected.
He's in there.
There we go. We just figured that out. That's big. And Mark said, psych, I'm just gonna have to force him to stay open. There we go. And Hess said, what time does Ricky come through tomorrow? So the show starts at 1:00 West Coast time, and then Ricky will be here about an hour in. And I'm gonna put the link in the chat right now. Go over there and go click the thumbs up, guys. Let's get as many likes on the video as we can before it even goes down. We need everyone sharing it with everybody out there. We got to let a whole bunch of people know, man. Ricky Williams in the fucking house. Like, it's going to be fucking dope. Gonna be dope.
It's going to be dope.
I cannot wait. Let's smoke it up.
The Highsman himself.
Yeah. And if you haven't gone and went back and looked at any of the Ricky Williams interviews or, just times he was on the show, you could go search Ricky Williams 420 Fantasy and all the videos will like pop up. So, if you just search like my name and his name, like super, super cool that like you just search those and all the videos just pop up. But you can hear all the shit that we talk about is like an evolution of conversations. That's like super cool. That goes from each time, one time to the next time. Super cool. It's all been fun. And you'll notice at the end of every video, like he likes hanging out with our crew too. He's like, yeah, we got to do this again. We got to do it again. And even like when we saw every time I've seen him in person, he was like, yeah, we got to connect again. And it was super dope this time because now Hess is this time Hess is like full blown, part of the company now investing in it. And so when I go and see Ricky, like it's been dope. The last couple of times I feel like so cool. Like Ricky's like, Alex, what up? Feel hella cool. And he's like, hey, we're on the same side now, huh? And I was like, dude, it's fucking awesome, man. Highsman's gonna fucking kill it in 2023. And he was like, right. And it's brands are on the rise, man. Super fucking dope.
Hell yeah.
And Hess said, plus the Monday Night Football watch party live with Ricky and the Highsman crew in Vegas. And the dopest thing about that entire night when Ricky was there, it was when we were on the stream and like he brought up, like we were talking about fantasy, like he wants to learn a little bit more about fantasy and the IDP as well, because I always like bring that shit up. And there was an interception right at the end of the game, and he opens the door from like the little like balcony or smoking area. He was like, "Hey, IDP life," and I was like, "Fuck yeah!"
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He's knowing.
So fucking stoked. Ricky represents that IDP life. Because one of these times, like maybe we got to get Ricky in like one of the best ball tournament, you know, or something like that. Like he may not even be interacting too much, but even just for the draft, you know, that's really it. You know, you come on for the draft, and then the season just works itself out.
Hell yeah.
That would be pretty fun. Get into a division with Ricky Williams in the best ball tournament.
Right? It could be the Ricky Williams division.
Oh yeah. And Mark said, when do the playoffs start? This Saturday, bright and early. What is it? Well, not bright and early. I guess it's 1:30.
1 o'clock game, right? Or 1:30.
Yeah. Afternoon. In the afternoon on Saturday. Because yeah, we got a playoff draft going on Saturday morning. Gonna be super dope. Super dope. No, 8 a.m. Saturday is the draft, and the games don't actually start until 1:30 on Saturday. So yeah, so the afternoon games, we got the Niners and the Seahawks. They're the afternoon game, and then we got the Chargers and the Jaguars. And Hess said Ricky would pick based on astrological signs and kick all of our butts. Yeah, and this year it's going to be a lot easier. I'm going to be I said it last year, never really got a bunch of things together, but this year get ready because we're going to be coming out with some like little ebook or something. You know, people pay a couple dollars and then they can get like the entire catalog of like everybody's birthdays and all that shit, each position, like the ones that you should target, the ones that you shouldn't target, kind of based on the signs and things like that. So, you know, it's not going to change everything that we do. A little bit of a cheat sheet, though. If there's some guys who you're like, oh, you know what? Maybe I'm going to avoid these 2 or 3 guys and just not fuck with them. You know, even if it's just something as small as that, helping saving you on some guys.
You know, Russell Wilson, he really let the Sagittariuses down, bro.
He did.
We don't claim him right now.
It's crazy too because I went back and I watched the Ricky interview, the Ricky times he was on the show, and one of them was like, it was right after the football season. We're talking about like Aaron Rodgers and Russell Wilson, like nobody's even got moved. We're talking about Kyler Murray and all that shit, and it's so crazy because I was like, I don't know, maybe Aaron Rodgers don't. I was like, I don't know, maybe Aaron Rodgers don't have it anymore. But months later go by and like, you know, my ideology changes, and even I was talking about Russell Wilson, how I was even saying even last year, like when he broke his finger, even if that changed his like the structure of his finger or whatever,
just the touch that he used to have. Yeah, I was watching it because remember you told me to go chop some clips, so I got that far into that one for sure.
Yeah,
you laid all that out verbatim. I like that.
Yeah, and fuck, man, like it all came true, like exactly like what I was saying. And it was funny because all that Terrell Davis, Aaron Rodgers is gonna be a Bronco and all this shit. And I was like, he ain't gonna go be a Bronco. And Ricky was even like, man, he was like, he might though, because he was like, it is kind of empowering to get get to somewhere different, let your wings spread a little bit, and that's all true too.
You know what? I'm just glad, like for fantasy, I was just like, fuck Russell Wilson.
Yeah, for sure.
He's
you got like no part of
it. Fuck him.
Yeah.
even Aaron Rodgers. I think I had him as a back end QB1, but it was because it was hard to come off. I mean, getting no Adams. I was probably the one that had the most faith out of like me, you, and Spencer.
Yeah,
I had the most faith. I was the highest on the 3 of us on Rodgers.
Yeah, but still not by much. It's not like we were hating him like crazy, but
but still though, like you know what I mean. Like no Adams was a real thing. You know what I mean?
For sure, and it's crazy how that made like all the difference, like in the world, really.
Yeah, you know,
people are taking that shit for granted, like Adams is nothing or something.
If they come, I mean, in the event Rodgers comes back, which I believe, but will be a part of the conversation this offseason, right?
For sure.
I think I like Romeo Dobbs to be the guy, not like Christian Watson. He's just the big play guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, he'll go higher. I'm just saying, like, and I'm not saying Christian Watson will be bad, but I think like because the X receiver, like the guy that was like, the guy that'll get the 8-9 receptions. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it'll be Romeo Dobbs.
So Hess said we could start doing that over the offseason. I mean, shit, I already have a year's worth of data, not even a year's worth of data, like 10 years worth of data that I started, over the past like year. So, I mean, I already have a shitload in here. And Deshaun Watson, he is a Virgo. And it's crazy because when it comes to
Mahomes, him and Mahomes, their birthdays are like a couple days apart.
Yeah, it's like him, Mahomes, and what's his name? Andrew Luck. They're all like hella close in birthdays, September 12th, 14th, and 17th. Obviously some years apart, but it's crazy. Patrick Mahomes and Deshaun Watson
they're like days apart.
3 days apart.
Yeah, because they're the same year.
Yep. And those guys, Virgos, I mean, because of guys like Mahomes, I mean, he's just bringing up that he's just bringing up the averages there.
And then you got the Leos, you got like Brady. Brady, what's his name? Kirk.
Yeah,
Corky Kirk. Zach Wilson.
It's so funny. I went back and watched the third one. You're like, man, I got to get Zach Wilson everywhere now. If he's got the GOAT's birthday. Obviously, that was a joke, and you didn't.
Yeah, because I had 0 Zach Wilson.
Yeah, but the Leos.
I might have had a Zach Wilson best ball team.
The Leos are thick though because you looked. I mean, Tom Brady, obviously, and then you already mentioned Kirk Cousins. We got Jalen Hurts in there, who's the
that's right. I was like, I know I'm missing one.
Up and coming Leo, and then you got Kyler Murray, who's been killing it. I mean, 3 out of his first 4 years, I believe he was top 10. And then you got Dak, Ryan Tannehill. You can even go as far back as Tyrod Taylor, who cracked the top 10.
Wow, Dak though too, bro.
Yeah.
Damn. And you know what's crazy is that those motherfuckers, they just got this different kind of like. Maybe it's just really Brady how that brings up the average.
Well, yeah, I mean he's got 7. This isn't counting 2022. This is counting 2021 and previous. But yeah, of course, Brady with this 7 bringing up.
Even if you just say like winning seasons, even I mean, just whatever metric is, Brady definitely brings up all their averages.
Yeah, and I guess that's the thing that you got to kind of decipher, like, and
because he makes the Leo's numbers a little skewed just because he played for so goddamn long and so good too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, but same thing with the Sagittarius. You got Aaron Rodgers and Russell Wilson. Hey, the 16.
You know what I mean? Hey, hold on, Joe Burrow. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, but see,
Ryan Fitzmagic. What?
Out of these numbers, though, there was 18 finishes in the top 10 over the last 10 years. 16 of them came from Wilson and Rodgers. So that's just all I'm saying is like. The addition by subtraction, we take 2 guys away, it kind of changes everything around. So we got to kind of look at that because the Capricorns, look at that for the last 10 years, you got 16 finishes inside the top 10, but 7 of them coming from Drew Brees.
Ooh, that's right. He's a Capricorn.
Damn near half over there.
Like even if you look at the Aquariuses, I think it's all Matt Stafford.
I mean, there's only been 9 finishes in the last 10 years and 7 are Stafford.
There you go.
Yeah. So you got to follow the trends. I mean, for sure. I mean, there's Aries and Cancers, Libras. I'm not messing with those guys. Scorpios, Jimmy G.
Hold on. What is Brock Purdy?
Oh,
he's a Cancer. I think he's a Cancer.
Oh, no way. No way.
Or a Capricorn. No, he's a Capricorn. My bad. That's what I meant.
Yeah, December 27th. Yeah, so you could bet on the Capricorn QBs. But yeah, I'm not betting on a Libra QB. I'm not betting on the Aries or a Cancer. We're just not fucking with any of those.
What's Cam Newton?
Cam Newton's Capricorn.
There you go.
Yeah.
And Cam Newton, he gets there, bro. He got there.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh no. I'm wrong. That's Jameis Winston.
Cancer. He's a
No,
Cancer.
he's a Taurus.
Oh, he's a Taurus.
And now I remember.
so
Okay, this is crazy. So Ricky, like the thing that I took from what he said about Taurus is if the system's perfect, they're gonna thrive. If it's not, they're fucked. And look at some of the people who are here. Matt Ryan.
Yeah.
He's either great or he sucks.
Because
I mean,
the system was perfect with Shanahan. He was the MVP.
Yeah. Cam Newton, I mean, kind of same thing.
Hey, look at when the system was perfect that year with Norv Turner.
Yeah.
Like it just clicked, bro. MVP. You know what I mean?
And these next two, these are even crazier. Alex Smith, he's got 2 top 10 finishes when the system was definitely perfect. Yeah.
And when he was with Andy Reid, that shit was working.
Yep. And then the last one, the ultimate, like, if it's perfect, he could do good. Blake Bortles.
And you know what was crazy is damn, who was the OC that year? I know this name. Greg Olson, not the tight end, but Greg Olson.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The OC.
Yeah.
Those 2 years with Blake Bortles, and you know what they were with that one year they went to the AFC title game? They were the 10th best offense. So that was like the highest Greg Olson's ever got any offense being the OC was the 10th. And it was really like all Leonard Fournette that year and like still Blake Bortles throwing hella picks. Remember that game against the Niners? It was week 16 that year.
Yeah.
The championship a championship for fantasy that year. He threw 4 picks or some shit like that, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he still won me a title though, because he threw like fucking hella touchdowns.
Let's see. So Trevor Lawrence is October 6th.
Oh no.
He's a Libra. Oh man.
Oh, what's Carson Wentz?
Carson Wentz is a Capricorn.
Okay.
Dang it, he's a Libra.
But you know what though? See, he's putting on the scales. He's a young Axl Rose, you know what I mean?
Oh man, I don't like that.
It's to each his own. And I ain't gonna lie, I always fuck with just like when I find out someone's a Sagittarius, I'm like, hell yeah, trust him.
Dang it. Oh man, that makes me a little nervous. That makes me a little nervous about Trevor now. We're coming up in unforbidden territory. We're at uncharted waters here.
Listen, bro, these kids are hot right now, bro. It's, you know what's crazy? As I bet you this is the conversation. He's like, hey, Trav. And he's like, what's up, Trev? And he's like, remember when we went to the National? He's like, right. Like these fools are balled together. You know what I mean? Like there's something there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this is insane too. Because like I did this for every single position.
Travis Etienne and fucking Lawrence are at the ball, bro.
So that's what's crazy about this. I did this for every single position. So like obviously I don't have every single person's birthdays or like
Libras are the worst. These Libras are the worst at the QB.
So no, Cancer's the worst.
Okay.
But you know what's crazy is like all in all, if we're just talking
Jameis Winston a Cancer?
No, Jameis Winston's a Capricorn.
Okay.
But here's the craziest thing, all right? So like every single position, I got them all here, all kind of charted, you know, amongst the percentage of like every single player of the last 10 years and all that. Libra has the lowest top 10 finishes at every single position, like combined. If we're adding up all the positions, they have the lowest percentage of people that made the top 10.
So Carson Palmer is definitely not a Libra.
I don't know. I think he was a little too old for this list. No, he's a Capricorn.
I was gonna say he had some finishes, right? He had to.
Oh, he has one finish in the top 10 last.
Was that 2015, 14, yeah. 15?
It's something like that. Let me see.
He was like in an MVP conversation. Yeah, it was 2015.
2015. Yep.
Yeah, because he was like in an MVP conversation that year. I remember I had him in fantasy, bro. Like he was like, I got him late everywhere, and I'm like, fuck, he's balling. He had fucking Smokey John Brown, fucking Gerald.
Yeah.
He had Michael Floyd. Hey, Michael Fly. He had Jerron Brown.
Oh yeah, fake John Brown.
Yeah, fake John Brown. Exactly. That's so funny because that's what we used to call him. You know, who was that?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not John Brown. It's
Want
fake
to hear
John
something?
Brown.
Want to hear something real crazy?
What's
Okay,
that?
so Carson Wentz and Drew Brees, right?
Right.
They're both born in 1979. They're both Capricorn.
Who?
Born, Drew Brees and Carson Palmer.
Palmer. Okay, yeah.
Both born in 1979.
Okay.
Both Capricorn, same sign. How do they have their best game of the season on the exact same week? Like, that's just like insane to me. Week 8, Carson Palmer's at Cleveland and Drew Brees is at home.
And this is the
Maybe
Bengals.
I don't know if it aligns. If it aligns with like each other, you know, like Cleveland and New Orleans, if they're kind of like along the same, like, you know, path of like the country, I guess. I don't really know how to say it.
They're in the same time zone. They're in the same time zone. The games are going on at the same time. Yeah, they are.
Nah, Cleveland's east.
Oh yeah, no, my bad. New Orleans is it's central. My bad.
Yeah, but see, that's what's crazy though. Like all these kind of separate things of like walks of life and all that, and that just happens to be like their best game. And you know, it's even crazier too. We can even go a little bit farther. Eli Manning, who is also a Capricorn, he was born in 1981 though, so a couple years later. He has his best game of the 2015 season in that same week as well, and he's actually playing in New Orleans.
Yeah, I was about to say that's that game that went crazy. That game shot out.
That it's pretty fucking wild, right? Like, I mean, literally the place that you are.
It's literally like, you know, that's why they say the stars were aligned, right?
Yeah, like it's not aligned. And so that's just, I mean, that's some of the things that I found just, you know, trying to find the
gas on my birthday week. On my birthday week, I always like, I don't know, it's weird. It's weird.
So pretty fucking cool. Like,
it's awesome.
So those are just some of the things that that we're charting, and like, and not only were those like the biggest games of like, not only were those like the biggest games of them for 2015. This is the thing that's crazy. Those were literally the biggest fantasy games that they ever had in their life on that fucking exact same day.
Mind blown. And you know what's crazy is for sure that year 2015, I had a ton of OBJ Eli Manning stacks because they were like, you know what I mean? That was back then it was I was going 0 QB 2015 because we were playing PPRs already. Okay. You know what I mean? And you know, it was like Antonio Brown and you know, Julio Jones. It was all those guys, but I was getting the OBJ, you know what I mean? Like in the top 10. Because you know what I'm saying? That was the sophomore year, and I was just stacking them with fucking Eli hella late. But I had a ton of Palmer. You know what I mean? Drew Brees, you know what I mean? He was like a mid-round like QB because you know people still always grab Drew Brees early. Yeah, someone in your league, you know what I mean, would do it. You know what I mean? And he'll be. I remember what was it? They still had Jimmy Graham.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. That was.
See,
Jimmy Graham's
I mean, but
year.
that, and that's the shit that just like, I mean, it's fucking crazy to me. Like, I don't know how you think about that, you know. But here's another one that's just kind of random. But Aaron Rodgers and Russell Wilson, right? If you look at their 2014 season, so they have their best games in that season. Like a couple weeks apart, like October 19th and November 9th. Those are like their best games of the season. But then the best games of their career both came within a 2-week span in 2019. Aaron Rodgers had the best fantasy game of his career, October 20th, 2000.
Oh, hold on, Raiders.
Yep, versus the Raiders. Yep, good memory.
Yeah.
And Russell Wilson, let's see if you can remember this. Okay. He has his best fantasy week of his career.
Jags.
Nope. Week 9, 2019, November 3rd.
Week 9, 2019. It was November 3rd. Was it a Monday night?
I don't know off the top of my. No, it says Sunday.
Okay. Who did he play on Sunday? Oh, against Minnesota.
Nope, it was the Bucks.
Oh, it was the Bucks. Oh shit. That was when I was in Hawaii that was the Tyler Lockett catch. The one that you
Oh
have.
shit! Really?
Yeah.
The one that's in the intro.
Yeah, I remember watching that game. I'm in Hawaii, and I'm like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, that game went crazy. I had hella Jameis Winston that year, especially in super flex.
Crazy.
That shit went crazy. Yep, that was the Tyler Lockett catch game where it was like they're already doing next gen stats, and they were saying that like that was like a 8% probable of the 8% chance of that catch. You know what I mean? Of him making that catch with the trajectory of the ball. You know what I mean? And just crazy. He just dropped it in there.
And now he can't do any of that shit.
They fucked his hand up.
But that's what's wild. Like, that's what's been cool about this. And I wish I was like able to, dedicate like a crazy amount of time to this. But I mean,
I should have thought mad at myself because if I would have thought about it, if I would have asked for the date again, I would have known like, oh, I was in Hawaii. Because I remember like that was this, it's Sunday, like. And that was we were there like we got there Friday and we were getting really there Friday to Friday. So I was like, yo, Sunday, I'm not like I gotta watch this game. And then like I didn't have Red Zone, right? Because I'm in Hawaii. So I have like the two different TVs in the rooms. One has this game, one has the other game. And then I was like, I had the NFL app and you could pick like they had the NFL app. You could pick a couple games back then for free. You know what I mean? So I'm just watching like all the games for as much as I can. That shit was going crazy.
And Bakes a lot said, "Do you guys believe in Skylar Thompson?" No. He said, "I feel all the players suffer behind him." I mean, we've already seen it. Yeah.
I mean, like what I do believe in though is a Mike McDaniel scheme that like, you know what I'm saying? Early on, they'll take shots down the field just to know, like, oh, we're not playing. We'll take some shots, like to Tyreek Hill, and then like the moment that they, you know what I'm saying, that then they hit you with some fucking screen or some bullshit, bro. Like Mike McDaniels is one of those guys. Like I think he'll keep it a game, but I still have to say like keep it a game as much as like for like Waddles and like the Tyreek Hills. Like I don't think you know what I mean. I mean, yeah. Plus you're gonna have to start him if you got him. But I hell don't think they win this game. And like when it was like 9 points, I was like, oh, they're covering that. 11's a little like why you have to do that to me right now? It's probably where's it at now? You know what I'm saying? I feel like it'll go higher and higher.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna have to add in the 2022 finishes amongst this as well. But that is a project that I'm going to be working on and going to be an ebook that people will be able to buy for like $5 or so. We're going to keep it like super cheap, but it's going to be like an excellent fucking like magazine style like resource that you guys will be able to use because super valuable information, like at least to know, like because now this isn't just like 1 or 2 years like worth of shit. This is going to be 11 years like worth of like just stats and trends, really.
Right.
Has said he's their third string for a reason, Bake Slot. Doubt they make it past Buffalo. Yeah, they ain't making it past Buffalo.
Fuck no.
Yeah,
I mean, look and watch when Hamlin's out there at that game, brother. We're like, oh, let's kill the Dolphins. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
they better hope.
They're going to mow the Dolphins over.
They really better hope.
The real thing, like the defense. I mean, the defense, you know what I'm saying? The defense is, I like them because I'm partial to like a lot of those guys for IDP purposes.
Yeah.
But outside of that, man, they ain't stopping them, especially their secondary, bro. Like their outside corners.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're getting roasted all year.
Yeah.
And the Dolphins is, yeah.
And Guccini seems better to do better with Skylar, but that's about it. And fuck, man, like he didn't do that much better, like
I think Waddle and Tyreek will be okay. I mean, the upside is capped. You know what I mean?
I'm mad that I have Tyreek. I'm mad that I took Tyreek in 2 of these playoff joints now because of Skylar, because he could go out there and do his thing, but he could literally go out there and have like 5 catches for like 40 yards, like no touchdown. And that's probably more likely than him having 10 receptions for 150, even though that's closer to season average.
Who came into that game? Was it Teddy B, huh? When with the first game that Tua got knocked out, like.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was Teddy B. Then it was Skyler. Cause like I'm trying to remember who they played. Was it Chicago? I forget who
Crispy,
they played.
we're gonna go over your team next.
Let's go over his
Or wait,
team.
is Crispy in this one? No, he's not in this one.
He got me fooled for a sec.
Yeah, who else can we go over? Oh, we can go over Spencer's. Let's go over Spencer.
Oh yeah, hell yeah! Shout out to the guru. What? I forgot. That's our bad.
And he got ballsy right out of the gate, and you love it. Travis Kelce and AJ Brown, but right off the bat, two guys who are not going to be in week one. And then you go Prescott, and then you go Cook. Then he takes Pacheco. I'm not mad at where he did, but there's 3 of his top 5 who aren't going to be there in week one.
Yeah.
And then you got Tremaine Edmonds, Jermaine Pratt, Richie James, Pretty Ricky's what they called him, Mark Andrews, Devin Lloyd, Michael Gallup, Irwin, Clark, Thornhill, Shakir, and Kenneth Murray.
The Devin Lloyd pick. That was a good pick.
It was a good pick. He's been solid. And I like the Tremaine Edmonds pick too. I was kind of pissed because I was hoping a Logan Wilson and Tremaine Edmonds. Like I'm hoping that like one of those guys will make it back around and they'll really go the next 2 picks from you and Spencer. I was like, fuck, I guess I'm probably not going IDP with this next pick now. I like his squad though. I mean, it's really going to be like how competitive is it going to be week one? Does he have a couple, Pretty Ricky ball out a little bit? Is Michael Gallup or Andrews, do a little bit better than we think they're going to do? Because his week one starters are, let me see.
You got Mark Andrews pretty late, huh?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, 9th round. Nobody fucking wants him right now.
Yeah.
Because every day that goes by, we're just closer and closer to hearing that like Lamar Jackson isn't going to play.
Yeah. So it's a good investment just to squeeze the juices that he needs players, right? So that's actually smart of him because he has Kelsey. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's got 2. The 2 big studs on bye right there, Kelsey and AJ Brown for sure. And
I ain't gonna lie, I was mad when he took Irwin too. My man Irwin, bro. I was like, he took Irwin.
That's a good late pick.
Fuck yeah, it was. I was mad. I was really mad when someone took Joshua Palmer too. I was fucked. I was like, fuck. Forgot about Palmer.
And Peanut Butter and Waver said next year when Byron Jones come back to Miami, defense is going to be serious.
I think Byron Jones is what is he going to be, like 30?
Let me see.
I mean, he's up.
What did he do? He tore his ACL or what happened with him?
I have no idea, but he's been banged up the last couple of seasons. I mean, he was cool. I mean, I remember when it was like him and Barry Church over there with the Cowboys. They were kind of tight, but it was like him, Barry Church, and Awuzie. That's Iffy and them's cousin.
Tight.
Yeah. Shout out to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and he's 30 right now, so I mean, he'll be 31 next year. But yeah, he stays hurt, man. Like,
and then like Xavier Howard too. I think he was playing hurt all year because he's a dog, bro. Like that's why I'm like, because like I refuse to believe they just take a massive step back. Like, I mean, look at someone like Patrick Peterson. Like these guys are all technique. Like I think Xavier Howard this year he's just been banged up. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
because that's a motherfucker that's always going to be like the top of the league of picks out of the corners. You know what I mean?
And Hess says, I wonder what Miami does with Tua going forward, as much potential as he has, and we saw flashes at times this season. It seems like
they try to get Brady for real.
See, that's what's crazy is like, is he the liability at this point, or is their line the liability at this point? Because like anybody who's out there is going to be getting smashed. Like, I mean, it's not like you put a different QB out there, they weren't going to be getting smashed. Like, well, I mean, yeah, he's a smaller like QB or whatever. But
I mean, the left tackle, the right tackle for him is the blind spot now, right?
Yeah, but and Armstead's like their best one.
Maybe you know what I'm saying, you got to have the most premier right tackle though too. That whole right side, that right tackle, the right guard.
See, what's so crazy is like they go out and get Waddle, right? But if they would have got Penei Sewell, with that pick, because I'm pretty sure he went a couple after.
Oh, he played right. He played right tackle as well.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. You know, like it's all crazy stuff. Like Waddle obviously like fits in amazingly with Tua, but it's like if they get Penei Sewell, you know, there somehow, and that's like Tua's blind side, and he's like, I mean, he's one of the best right tackles in the league, like right now as a fucking sophomore. So just one of those things, you know, these parallel universes on what could have happened. But yeah, they need to get him a right tackle because Teron Armstead, he's their best tackle, and he's the left tackle. And he's been hurt too. Like, wasn't he hurt when Tua got fucked up in this last game? Like, he wasn't playing, right?
Who?
Teron Armstead, the tackle.
Oh yeah, Armstead. I think he just came back from injury.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. The
He
game
might
where
have
Tua
re-aggravated some.
that's what I'm saying. The game that Tua got fucked up, I'm pretty sure he was not playing.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
So
I mean, and yeah, Armstead, he that's the one they brought over from the Saints. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been hurt all year. You know what I mean? It's but you know,
I mean,
I'm telling you,
Mike
McDaniel, if it was Tua playing this game, this is the game because they had shootouts every time this year. You know what I mean?
And and Hess said Tua's too small, in my opinion, to be playing in the NFL. I mean, he's the same size as Drew Brees, Kyler Murray, like Doug Flutie. I mean, you know, we can go down.
Kyler Murray is really tiny. Kyler Murray's helmet looks big on him.
He does it like if you're playing blitz and you got like the huge head.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
I swear to God, it's like bobblehead mode. This motherfucker, he got
peace out, Marty.
Peace out,
we'll
Marty.
see you tomorrow, bro.
Like I'm sure he's shredded and everything, but like he's just a wee little man out there. You know what I mean? Compared to them.
Yeah, and seeing like it's not that he can't do it. It's you got to get these guys. It doesn't matter what QB you are. Like you got to have a solid line. If you're a fucking lefty, that means you need to have your blind side covered. And like the right tackle is not that tight, you know, on the Dolphins. Like so, they need to do. They shouldn't have drafted. They shouldn't have drafted Tua if you were going to get mad at like the things you'd have to do to like protect him.
Well, I mean, I think at most they were getting a QB there no matter what. So at most it was like Tua
or Herbert
or Justin Herbert. There was a conversation. So it was like
they wanted Tua bad because like they had a shot to get the prototypical like QB build, right?
I love how Burrow, you know what I'm saying, he's an Ohio kid and he plays for the Ohio team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He plays for the Cincinnati Bengals and shit. There's just something about that, you know what I mean?
See, Dolphins wanted to go the unconventional way. Herbert is 6'6", 235. Like he is like the prototypical like NFL QB that you fucking want, like based on the build, based on the big fucking arm.
Yeah, he can fly too. Like when he runs, bro.
Yeah, he's right-handed, not left-handed. So I don't know the reason why. I mean, it was really like everyone was hella hyped on Tua though, like tank for Tua.
He came because Jalen Hurts wasn't handling in that game, and Tua went in there and he won that thing. That's how polarizing it was. You know what I mean? Remember they come out the half and Saban's like, "Yep, we're going with Tua, bro. Let's go."
Tyreek Hill just had the best season of his career with Tua, not with Patrick Mahomes, with Tua.
I remember what did Tyreek Hill say too. He said, "Oh man, he's like my man Tua. He's like, man, he's deadly accurate.
Yeah,
he's the most accurate QB in the game
that's ever thrown me passes or something like that."
And he says no disrespect to Pat or to Patty or whatever he called him, but he's like Tua is just different.
Yep.
And that's kind of crazy because he said it in the beginning of the season. You know, Tyreek Hill's kind of like a heel
on his podcast.
You hear him say some shit like that. You're like, yeah, you fucking arrogant son of a bitch. Yeah, you know,
what I mean? This motherfucker's trolling right now.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like, because also just like it also seemed like he was kind of just trying to big his guy up because like the media is shitting on him. Because you remember it was like an overthrown pass. You know what I mean? In like training camp.
Yeah,
but, they're just getting the feel for each other. Pause.
Yep.
But like, that was, but it's just tight that he had the best year of his career after saying that.
Yeah. And Hess, what are the chances that Tua gets a concussion early next season? I mean, it doesn't like you have the same chance of getting a concussion every single game of the year. So like the early in the season doesn't matter.
You know who we should ask, bro?
Brandon Cooks.
No, not even, bro. Come on, guess again.
I don't know. I don't know why I want to say Russell Wilson, but who?
Oh, it's funny too because I was trying to remember his name. It's the Washington, Jordan Reed, bro.
Oh, Mr. Concussion.
Jordan Reed had hella concussions, bro.
Yeah, he's got like 50 concussions.
Hella. How does he keep playing? Even at one point, he was with the Niners, bro, in like 2020. I was like, the year where when we all everyone tore their ACLs. Yeah. And he was out there playing too and catching touchdowns for Nick Mullins. I was like, oh, because he knew the system, you know what I mean? That was Shanahan that drafted him to Washington, you know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
It was just hella funny, like, damn, fucking Jordan Reed. And I think he got a concussion too.
But like Brandon Cooks, I mean, we bring up him because he's a wee little man, out there compared to some other 6'3", 6'4", 6'6" wide receivers.
You make a career like someone like Tyreek Hill, he's made a career of not getting touched because he's fast. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, remember when he got his shit broke, his collarbone?
Yeah.
It was fucking Ramsey, right? Didn't he? Like, he picked him up and slammed him, basically.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
finally got a hold of his little ass.
Yeah. You little motherfucker.
Trying to catch you all game.
You know what's crazy? They rushed him to the hospital because they said, like, because once they did the x-rays and, you know what I'm saying, it was broken collarbone, but it was like, they said it was like, you know what I'm saying, he was lucky it didn't, like, go inward, you know what I'm saying? Like, it could have punctured, like, his shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the heart or whatever the fuck they were saying. And so it was, like, some really serious shit, you know what I mean?
So Peanut Butter and Waver says Lance to Miami. But how, though? Because they're not just going to trade for him. So give me the scenario.
I like this, though.
I mean, I got one. They got the Niner ties, so I can get behind that.
So, but see, here's the thing, too, is like, we don't want Tua. You know what I mean? That would be the scenario where, like, okay, the Brock is the man, you know what I mean? Or, you know what I mean? Because otherwise, he's going to get a shot still. You know what I mean? Like, we have to really win the Super Bowl and shit like that. And yeah, because even Nick Foles, you know what I'm saying, still came back and was a second. It's just how the NFL is, man. You know what I mean? They have too much invested in that kid Lance, and it's like, this is like, what's dope with the Brock is because the story's there and he's not fucking up like bad because he has, you know, he's made a couple big mistakes that he's got lucky on. You know what I mean?
Yep. And Yoki, shout out to Yoki on Twitch, said, who do you think will be the best player of the entire playoffs? It's a good question. I bet it's still going to be Patrick Mahomes.
Joe Burrow.
I like it. Maybe they meet in the conference finals. Who knows?
I do like. I mean, here's the thing. I would immediately I would jump out and say Josh Allen, right? Because Josh Allen's just like electrifying too. Like he'll do it all if he has to do with his legs. Like playoffs, he's willing to die out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's the thing is like his elbow's banged up, and ever since he got the banged up elbow, that's when like Patrick Mahomes' numbers started in fantasy started getting better than him. Because before that, all year he's killing shit again. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, all year Josh Allen was killing. Then he gets the elbow, and then Patrick Mahomes like overtakes him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. One more bowl, and then let's get up out of here. This is a good little show. I like this one's going to be a fun league for sure. And one thing that I really love about these playoff leagues, and I'm going to keep telling everyone, that's why you should be joining like multiple leagues. Every draft is fucking different. Like that's what's like so cool about this. Like every draft.
This is probably the best team I drafted so far because the other ones aren't done yet. But
yeah,
I like this team. I think we can go to War Week, the Super Wild Card Weekend.
And seeing how do you like it? How do you like it this year instead of like all slow drafts? We got mixed. You know, we got the fast drafts mixed in.
Oh, I'm with it.
Yeah.
I mean, got variety. Like this was dope because you know what I mean. This one was planned. You know what I mean. Like this was like a plan the week out. So it's like okay, cool. So this was no problem to do a fast joint.
And
then,
you know what I also like too? Like one thing that's been cool. It's like my birthday week, and all we're doing is drafting all week. Like what a birthday present! Like just so fucking awesome.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? What more would the most notorious man in the fantasy industry want to do? You know what I mean?
And that's all it is, like every year from now on, because like they moved it back the week, because it used to be the beginning of January. That's when it's all happening. Now it's the middle of January.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, look at this. I like the Bengals line, but it's like it keeps going higher. What is it at 11 now? I wanted to take it at 9 yesterday. And I was gonna bring it up to you, but I was like, I know you got that birthday. Like, I was like, well, how are you feeling? But see, then it jumped up and like, because I felt like yesterday on the show when I was saying, I was like, we should probably lock some of these lines in before it moves when we were talking about the QBs. Because you know,
it's showing 8.5 right now.
It's 8.5. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. I was predicting it'll go up to like 11 as soon as they say Jack. We should lock something in on that.
Oh man, Yoki said Ravens are gonna sneak it. I don't think so.
I'm telling you, we should lock this in.
And Crispy said, "What about my birthday? When's your birthday, Crispy?" Oh, May 2nd. Yeah, he's got the same birthday as The Rock.
At The Rock. Right?
Yeah.
Tauruses.
Oh man.
The Brahma Bull for a reason.
Yeah, crazy, right?
I mean,
and because I don't think that was because he was a Taurus. Do you know? I mean, I'm hitting this bull and then we're leaving. But what's the story behind the Brahma bull? Has he ever said that?
I always assumed it was because he was. First of all, I ain't gonna lie. For the longest, I thought The Rock was a Scorpio because he did a Scorpion King. Then when I found he was a Taurus, I was like, oh yeah, the Brahma bull. It just made sense to me. I don't know the story behind it.
I always knew his birthday was May 2nd because he said that on The Rock, This Is Your Life. And like, I remember watching that as a kid and like dying that entire time. Like that was just so fucking awesome to watch. And like this mankind kept fucking up everything. And The Rock just kept getting pissed, more pissed off and more pissed off. And it's like, you stupid son of a bitch. The Rock's birthday is May 2nd. And, oh man, that shit is so funny. Epic. It was only supposed to last 5 minutes. It lasts like 20 minutes or whatever. So
that's funny.
And Crispy said The Rock is my bitch. That's what's crazy, man. I bet Crispy is bigger than The Rock. I bet The Rock shrunk a little bit in height since then. Crispy only grows with age. The Rock shrinks.
I mean, like, especially when you're a wrestler too, taking all those bumps, like, you know what I mean? Your spine gets all compressed down and shit. But I mean, he's rich. He probably got like one of those, like those spine stretches, like the rich folks do. Like, yeah, I got another inch out of me. I'm 5'8" now. You know what I mean? I remember, like, in the NFL is funny too, because I remember they were making a big deal about Baker's hands, right?
Yeah,
Baker's hands are small.
Yeah,
and then like
tiny hands.
And then like they're like, oh, Baker went to like a hand, he got his hands rolled out.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean? Like, and then his hand, and then they measured his hands, they were like a centimeter like longer than before.
Yeah,
like they can roll your hands out, like, you know what I mean? Like, what does that even mean?
Yeah, and then The Rock, he went, so Baker, so after they rolled your hands out, how many inches you got now? How much bigger are your hands? It doesn't matter how much bigger your hands are. You fucking suck.
You Brody. Hey, what was it? Hey, you know what's funny is like one of my homies, he always hates on The Rock. He's like, bro, he has implants, bro. I'm like, where? He's like, his pecs,
titty implants. Titty implants.
Pectoral implants, bro. I'm like, no way, bro.
I mean, whether he does or doesn't, I mean, man, he's fucking pump so much iron throughout. I mean, this motherfucker gets up at 3:00 in the morning to fucking do his, you know, just hit some iron in the morning before the day. Like, I mean, he's been pumping it his whole life.
It's crazy because the best jujitsu, the greatest jujitsu champion right now in the world, I think he's like maybe like 30 or something like that, or maybe 31 years old. Like, this motherfucker won like 50 straight. But like, everybody does steroids. And this is like the, you know, the main shit. Like, they don't test, so everyone does it.
Yeah,
including this guy, and he's like open about it. I forget his name, but like, he's open about it, bro. And he's just the baddest motherfucker in the world, bro. Because he's also like, his skills hella like honed, and you know what I mean.
HGH just seems like it would be the shit, right? Like, I don't know, just for like a regular person, you just want to like bulk, you know, like let's take HGH and let's get there a little bit easier, you know. And
like, I mean,
that's what all the actors do, right? They say if they gotta really bulk up real quick, hit some HGH, get that roll ready in 3 weeks.
Stallone was a big advocate of HGH early on. You know what I mean? Like, while like you had guys like Arnold, who was clearly like juicing. You know what I mean? Like it was like, like straight steroids and shit. Like
Rocky in Rocky 4, Arnold Schwarzenegger was really the Russian,
right? I know they're shooting him up, huh?
Yep.
Right.
And Crispy said, I'm too old to fight. That's why I pack. And you live in Texas. Like, do people really fight in Texas? You don't need, like, who fights with anybody random? Like, anybody could be.
They challenge each other to a duel at dawn. I'll see you at dawn.
10 paces, motherfucker.
It really goes down like that. You know what I mean?
Hey, I think they said, I swear Washington is one of those places where I think you can still get away with that, and you can like have a duel on site, and if there's like any kind of cop around,
Seattle,
they could witness the duel, right? So,
yeah, bro, I asked about this.
Yeah, I know. That's what's so funny about it. Yeah, I know you know about this.
I asked Clark about it. Like, that's the reason. Oh yeah. So I said, so wait, so when you're going out like early 20s, you see hella fights out there? He's like, oh yeah, and just in front of the cops. Yep. So like you would tell a motherfucker. So like you just tell the cops. He's like, oh, you just fight. He's like, and I'm like, damn, the cops are just like, let fools duke it out, bro.
Yeah.
I forget what it's called. There's actual fucking names in the law. It's like the fucking
but see, just
like law or something.
Just like hockey, just go to the penalty box for 2 minutes and cool off, or maybe it's 5 minutes for fighting.
Yeah, man. Do you agree? Oh, you have to, it's like an agreement to fight or something like that.
Yeah.
Like I challenge you to a fight. Yes, I agree. Do. Then if the cops come, or like that there it is. If the cops come, you say no, officer. We agreed to this.
We had a gentleman's agreement. Okay.
There it is. That's what it is. The gentleman's agreement.
Continue. All right.
Bid you adieu, sir.
And on that note, we're going to bid everybody adieu for tonight. Make sure you are back tomorrow. We're going to have Ricky Williams in the house. We're going to have a bunch of raffles going down, so you better be in the building. We'll see you then. Peace out.
Bang.
Hit him with the run pass option. I run shit or I shred from the pocket. I'm always shopping, I'm always copping, and always pray I'm falling like leaves an item. Hey, what could I say? I make plays every day. Catch me with a thick one, make her pay what she weigh. And then some. Welcome to my kingdom. Really in the field, never got my feet up. Go hard, push a hard line. Yeah, been around, peep the archives. Yeah. Off top, it's a long grind. You don't need to watch to see that it's our time, I'm counting chips, finna take the chip. You counterfeits, better pay attention. I'm about to check, catch me in my bag. Sunday to Sunday, living that. We make plays every day, We make plays every day,